My mother always says, I'm sure it will, Alexis. So yes, I'm going to give this a try now. Oh yeah, it's really smooth and creamy. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make this delicious slow cooker tomato and basil soup with shredded roast chicken. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make this delicious slow cooker soup with shredded chicken. This recipe is very easy, and this is a great recipe to have to hand for those busy days when you've got lots to do and haven't really got time to spend in the kitchen cooking a meal in the evening. So the first thing I've done for this recipe is I've boiled some beans. Now you can use tinned beans for this recipe as well. I would recommend 2 tins of cannellini beans or 2 tins of haricot beans. The beans I've boiled today are cannellini beans, and I've boiled about 300 grams of those, and I've done a recipe on how to cook beans, and I will link that in the description box below for you. But I'm just going to put that into my slow cooker pot like so, and then to that I'm going to add 1 red onion that I've just simply peeled, sliced and diced, and then I'm also going to add 1 stick of celery that I've just removed the top and the bottom from, so I've taken off the scraggly bits and I've just sliced it into about 1/2 centimetre pieces, and then I have peeled, sliced and diced 1 large carrot as well, and I'm just going to pop those into my slow cooker pot like so. And then to that I'm going to add about 800 to 1000 mils of stock. So I'm just going to pour that in, and I'm also going to add a tin of tomatoes as well. So I've got 1 tin of tomatoes here that I'm just going to pour in too. And then I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons of tamari. So 1, 2, I think that's about right. Tamari is a fermented soya sauce, so it's fermented for longer than soya sauce is, and it's also gluten-free, so that's why I like to use this. It just adds a bit of extra flavour and a bit of fermented foods as well, which are always good for us. So, and then I'm also going to add in a couple of tablespoons of tomato puree as well. Oh, and then I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of oregano as well, or oregano, depending on what continent you're standing. And then I'm going to mix these ingredients together. And I'm going to go and grab my lid in a moment as well. I've left it on the other side of the kitchen, of course. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. So salt and pepper to your taste. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. Do a pinch of salt. We like a little bit of salt and pepper, we don't like too much. And I'm going to mix those in as well. And then, as I said, I'm off to grab my lid. I've grabbed my lid, and I'm going to put the slow cooker onto high for 2 to 3 hours, but if you wanted it to cook for longer, I would put it on low for 5 to 6. The soup has been in the slow cooker for a good 3 hours now, so I'm going to turn it off, I'm going to remove the lid, and I'm going to leave it to cool. While this is cooling, I am going to roast the chicken breast. So what I did was I preheated my oven to 200 degrees, and I put a baking tray in at the same time as it was preheating, and then once the oven had preheated, I took the baking tray out and I put the chicken breast into it. Now mine is a Pampered Chef stoneware baking tray, so it doesn't need any extra oil or anything, but if you need to oil the chicken or the baking tray, then please do. Then once I put the chicken into the baking tray, I popped it back into the oven, and I'm going to cook that for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until it's gone a lovely golden brown colour. Once it's gone a lovely golden brown colour, I'll take it out and leave it to rest, and while that's resting I will blend this soup. The chicken has cooked, the juices were running clear, so I've taken that out of the oven and I'm leaving that to rest at the moment. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this soup together. So what I like to do is I like to get a ladle and just put ladlefuls of the soup into the blender cup like so. You may need to do this in 2 bits depending on the size of your blender and depending how much soup you have made as well. but I'm just going to keep ladling this in until it's fairly full, I would say. So I filled the blender cup up, not all the way, but most of the way, and I'm going to add a handful of basil to that as well. There is still a little bit of soup left in the bottom of the slow cooker, so I will need to use that up. I'll do that on a second round, but now I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together. No, I'm not. I'm going to switch it on at the wall first. So now I'm going to blend everything together until it is smooth. Blended the soup until it is smooth, and I've poured it into this saucepan, so later on when we want to cook this I can just heat this through on the hob, and then I can add the shredded chicken. In a moment I'm going to go and shred the chicken, so I'm going to do that with 2 forks. I'm just going to tear it apart until it's all shredded, then I will add some to the soup and I will try it and let you know how it tastes. But right now this smells amazing. I have finished shredding the chicken, as you can see, and I've just put some on top of the soup, and I'm going to give this a little try now. It smells really good, as I said earlier, so I'm hoping it tastes as good as it smells. My mother always says, I'm sure it will, Alexis, so yes, I'm going to give this a try now. Oh yeah, it's really smooth and creamy. It's got a really nice hit of basil right at the end, so yes, I am really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make this delicious slow cooker soup with shredded chicken, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.